Today I would like to raise awareness on the amount of plastic pollution that is filling our oceans. It not only harms animals but harms humans and the environment as well. Now, if you take a look here, you'll see pictures of deformed marine life or marine life that will consume plastic pollution in our oceans. It's a very bad problem that is global and not much is being done about it. I've done large amounts of research and many papers on this topic to spread awareness. I've even created an Instagram page, as you can see here. These are some of the posts I have posted about pollution in the ocean, and there are some ways to prevent it and some updates on what's being done and all that kind of stuff. Definitely something to check out about this global problem. Now, the amount of plastic pollution in the ocean is harming the world's ecosystems, and there's nothing being done to stop it. You may ask, how long has this been going on? Now, the invention of plastic in 1907 started the annual plastic production rate, and it has not stopped growing since then. In 1950 to 2015, the annual rate was tenfolded. In 2015, it was recorded that 381 million tons of plastic were entering the ocean each year. That's a lot of plastic. Currently, the plastic pollution rate is going at such a speed that eventually will cause the Earth to come to a tipping point, where the Earth will no longer be habitable. Now, plastic is usually found in two forms, micro and macro. Both of these forms have different problems. Macro are plastics that are, bags, bottles, straws, and styrofoam mass-produced for human use. And macroplastic can be degraded through physical aging into microplastics. Micro are plastics that you can't really see. They're between 1 and 5 millimeters. Now, they'll be in face wash or little particles throughout the ocean. Very difficult to clean up, but the easiest for fish to consume. Now, if you take a look at the slide, you'll see these plastic microbeads found in face wash will escape through waterways from water treatment plants and be consumed and absorbed by fish. And then these fish will be, maybe salmon or tuna, and they'll end up in our local fish markets. And we'll end up consuming these harmful chemicals that we use to wash our face. Now, Charles Moore wanted to find out how many common fish were ingesting these plastic particles. And here you can see that over a third had polluted plastic fragments in their stomachs. The record holder, only 2.5 inches long, had 84 pieces in its tiny stomach. Now, if you think about how much this affects the entire ocean, he did one sample on a group of fish, and over a third of that small sample of fish had polluted fragments. Now, if you relate that to the entire ocean, over a third of the ocean has polluted plastic in it, and there's nothing being done to clean that up. And nothing can be done to clean that up because there's so much entering the ocean. Now, what can we do? Now, by reducing the pollution in the ocean, we'll be relying on renewable resources to make our products. Companies will be forced to rely on materials to mass produce, which will force us to balance out our resources. If the Earth's plastic pollution rate is ceased, then we will create a better future for generations to come. The ecosystem would thrive with poisonous plastic eliminated from the food chain. And humans will then be able to truly have an organic wild-caught fish with no plastic chemicals. The number of good things that would come from this would outweigh the bad, and Earth would look somewhat like this picture, more on the green side versus what it looks now is, or could look in 150 years if we don't prevent this. It would be the right side, or the destroyed side. With no plastic in the ecosystem, we could focus on bigger problems while having a more sustainable environment. To stop this global problem, all countries would have to do their part, making this one of the first problems we all came together to fix. There's only one Earth, and we'll all live in it. This will only work if everyone does their part in helping. There is no disadvantage to cleaning the Earth, and everyone benefits, and we provide a cleaner, healthier Earth for many generations to come. Now, what do we have to do? So, first, we have to stop all production of single-use plastics. Nothing can be done until all of the plastic production is ceased. There will no longer be a need, and we will create more waste. This is going to be the hardest step, but also provides the most opportunity. And these companies should be encouraged to changing facilities towards bettering the environment. And luckily, most big industry companies already have some form of cleanup project, so they're already taking a step in the right direction. The use of single-use plastics has been decreased in many towns, including my hometown, where businesses have been banned from using plastic bags and take-home containers and straws. Now, the second thing we need to do is reduce, reuse, and recycle. It is known that plastic can be recycled, but in 2017, only 8.4% of the Earth's annual plastic production was recycled. Since plastic does not break down, we'll need to reuse all the plastic we are cleaning up. This will provide jobs in plastic cleaning and refurbishing facilities. Eventually, the only plastic left will be what we have already made and reused, and hopefully, in the far future, we'll have a clean, plastic-free Earth. Thank you.